Morning and welcome to my Tireside chat. It is Tuesday, October 22nd. Well, it feels like a Wednesday or Thursday. Yesterday, I think I'll have clocked a 14-hour day at work. Long story short, we had a network outage that my sysadmin and I were troubleshooting all day, and we were on the phone with 3 different vendors. Long story short, we wound up fixing it like 8:30, 9 o'clock last night, and it was kind of what we had suspected all along. And ultimately, really, I blame our MSP, who set the servers and the network up in the first place, and then never maintained it like they were contractually obliged to do. They were supposed to be running updates on all of our network equipment. The only updates I'm aware that they ever ran was on our main firewalls. So we got to deal with a fun outage all day yesterday, where one of our switches was going haywire and causing all sorts of problems. So anyhow, there's no point in standing around pointing fingers, but it does feel good to point fingers sometimes, right? Anyhow, moving on. So it's now Tuesday, and it's 8:20 in the morning, and I'm just heading into the office, which is really, really late for me. It also means, the worst part about heading into the office after like 7:30 is just the traffic. And even then, I'm in Fresno. I'm not driving from Long Beach to Hollywood on the 405. Could be worse. I'm still moving at 65 miles an hour. And I get frustrated when somebody in front of me is doing 45. Okay, why? Like, drive, old man. Oh my God. What was I saying about not complaining? I'm sorry, sometimes I have to complain. Why do people do that? Yeah, you're in the slow lane, but he was doing okay, I'll give him 48 miles an hour. It was less than 50. Is that how they used to drive back in the 70s? When the speed limit was 55? And then they raised the speed limit, and some people just were like, no, you know what? I'm good with 50. I don't see any need to drive any faster. Yeah, probably. You can say that those were easier, simpler times. Life ran at a much slower pace back then. And that's great. And you know what? I aspire to see that again someday. But right now, goddammit, I gotta get to work. And you're holding me up. Miles an hour is not respectable. I understand if you're doing 70 and 75. 55 plus is what they always show, like on the news stations when they show the traffic. At least in the Bay Area. When I've watched the news in the Bay Area, when I've been up there for work or whatever at a hotel, and you get up and watch the news and they show all the different freeways. We don't really have that in Fresno. I don't think. Like, they'll show congestion. It's been a while since I've watched the local news. So, like here, we just have the 3 freeways, really. You got your 41, you got your 99, and you got your 168. Which I'm on the 168 now. I kind of touch all of those on my way to work and back. And I think on the news they'll just show, colors of traffic, like they do like on Google Maps. Or Apple Maps if you're into that kind of thing. Whatever. But yeah, in the Bay Area, you watch the news, and they always show it's like they'll have the colors, but then also they'll notate that with, red is 0 to 15 miles an hour, and orange is 15 to 25, and yellow is 25 to 45 or something, or 55, and then green is 55 plus. When really, like if you're on the 101 south of San Jose, there's people in there, it's common, let's just admit it, people do 85, 90 all the time. And actually, 168 here, I see people doing 90 all the time, traffic permitting. Anyhow, all right, so I've been on for almost 6 minutes, and I'm just talking about traffic and work. What else? What else is there to talk about? Lots of things. Yeah, I don't want to focus on work that much. There's a life outside of work. And yes, it occupies 8 to 10 hours of my day every day, but there is life outside of work. I think some of my coworkers, one in particular that I'm thinking of, Bruno really recognizes that. Some people don't. Some people, work is everything. And I used to be one of those people. I think, over the years, maybe because I'm interested in so many other things. I mean, it used to be when I was in my early 20s and I was first getting into computers and I was going to college for computer science. I mean, I would go to school and then I would go to my first tech job, my first couple of tech jobs that I had in the early 2000s. And then I'd come home and I'd read study guides and I'd have my home network where I'd experiment with stuff. And I was all wrapped up in it. Yeah, I did other stuff too, but these days, I think more and more, I really just, even when I'm at work, I mean, I focus on stuff that I gotta do for work, but I don't actively go home and like study so much anymore. Not really even an ounce outside of work. Yeah. And I'm fine with that. Anyway, there are more important things in life. Depends on what you're doing, I guess. I suppose if I were just a full-time musician, obviously, I would probably just be doing that all the time. But I have to wonder, maybe I would get sick of that, and I would want to do other things. I can't see that happening. Well, shoot. I'm getting off the freeway now. There were other things I wanted to talk about. Oh, yeah, my son. Yeah, because I was at work until 9 o'clock last night. I missed my son's parent-teacher conference at school. But Danielle went, and she met with, so he's in 7th grade, and so it wasn't really clear to us at first. We thought that that we were going to have to meet with like all of his teachers for the parent-teacher conference. We're like, wait, how does this work again? So I don't think we ever went to any of our daughter's parent-teacher conferences, just because we had both kids and my ex-wife was still here in town. I think she would always go to hers and we would always go to Dean's. So anyways, we couldn't, and it was also years ago, so I'm not sure, she's in college now. Not sure how that worked, but anyhow, so Danielle went, she just met with the one teacher who kind of consolidated everything for her, and it was supposed to be a 20-minute meeting, I guess, and Danielle said, the teacher was like, I think it was her English teacher, his English teacher, he was just said, actually, you know what, this is supposed to be a 20-minute meeting, this is going to be really quick, and just like wouldn't stop complimenting what a great kid Dean is, and he's self-motivated, and he's so well-behaved, and he's so smart, and he gets good grades, and he does everything, and he's personable, everybody likes him, again, which is like all the same things we heard from his teacher last year, last couple of years, few years. He's just all around a great kid, and we're really fortunate. So yeah, and I guess the teacher also said that you guys are doing a great job as parents, which is really nice to hear, and especially for Danielle too, to hear that. She's really been stellar as a mom. She really just cares a lot, and she's really loving and attentive, and she works hard to. She gets up and she makes Dean's lunch every day, and some of that stuff should be standard, expected from parents, but not all parents do that kind of thing anymore, and so it's nice. We're very fortunate to have her in our lives, and anyway, before I get old mopey, so that went well, and. Well, I talked to my mom last night on my way home from work. I think she said like noon today, or a little before noon, they're taking why do I struggle with the word? It's the shuttle from where they live on Whidbey Island to SeaTac, and then they're flying to Singapore, I think is what she said. So they're going to Singapore first, and then Bangkok. For a couple weeks. They're going to be in Singapore for like a week or two, and then Bangkok for a week or two or three, and then Japan. Wow, man, what a trip. So good for them. That's exciting. I can't believe they're going to be gone that long. You know what? I'm going to park over here. That seems smart. Shayla in here yet? Nope, I don't see her car. I don't blame her. Oh, unless... no, I don't see her car. It's just now 8:30. Alright, I'm gonna head into the office. Wish me luck.